Come on, everybody. You are on the channel for English for Biology majors, which is brought to you by Tzu University's Susan Ye. We hope after you learn this class, you will think biology is fun and to read biology book is piece of cake. Let's go, yay! Hello everyone. In this part of lesson 7, we will start learning prefixes and suffixes regarding to different shapes, like string and rod and crooked shaped. However, let's review what we've learned last time. When we talk about things that have shapes or takes forms, not any particular shapes, we use the prefix morpho, M-O-R-P-H-O, plus P-L-A-S, or the suffixes form, F-O-R-M, morph, M-O-R-P-H, and oid, O-I-D. When we talk about things that have the wrong shapes, deformed, we use the prefix pero, P-E-R-O. And we also learned about things that have thorny or spiny shapes. We use this prefix acanth, A-C-A-N-T-H. When we talk about things that are ray shapes or give out rays in all directions, we use the prefix actin, A-C-T-I-N, or radio, R-A-D-I-O. Now let's move to the second part of lesson 7. For describing things that are crooked, like these are teeth, or looped, we use the prefix ancyl, A-N-C-Y-L, or ankyl, A-N-K-Y-L, or scolio, S-C-O-L-I-O. Let's see our examples. Ancylostoma. What is an ancylostoma? The suffix S-T-O-M-A meaning mouse, and we know A-N-C-Y-L, the prefix ancyl means crooked mouse. Ancylostoma is a taxonomic genus, and they are hookworms. Their mouth looks kind of like this. That's why they were called Ancylostoma. This hookworm is actually infecting cat and the dog, and sometimes they can infect human too. Our next example for ankyl is ankylosis. Ankylosis is referring to the condition that immobility and consolidation of a joint due to disease, injury, or surgical procedures. Like this is a whale's spine, and you can see that two sections of the spine fused together. This is called ankylosis. Ankylosis, sometimes it could be normal condition, like the bones, two bones grow together to form a single joint. That is also called ankylosis. For prefix scolio, our example is scoliosis. Scoliosis is a condition in which there is an abnormal lateral curvature of the spines. Ankylosis could be a really serious condition. If it becomes serious, the patient need to see a doctor and to get braces to fix their spine, and they have to carry that braces for a long time. This is scoliosis. Now let's review what we've learned. For describing things that are crooked or looped in shape, we use the prefix ancyl, A-N-C-Y-L, ankyl, A-N-K-Y-L, and scolio, S-C-O-L-I-O. If we want to describe things that are rod-shaped, we can use three prefixes, B-A-C-I-L-L, B-A-C-T-E-R, and R-H-A-B-D. Let's see our example. The example for bacilluria is bacilluria. There's a pronunciation change here, so it's pronounced as bacilluria. Bacilluria is the discharge of urine containing bacillus. Bacillus is a rod-shaped bacteria, so it is called bacilluria. And bacter, for the prefix bacter, our example is bacteremia. There's a pronunciation change here too. Bacteremia is a medical condition of having bacteria in the bloodstream. That is called bacteremia. The suffix emia meaning blood, and it's a abnormal condition of the blood. Like bacilluria, the suffix uria also referring to something that pertaining to urine, but it's a abnormal condition. And the prefix bacter, B-A-C-T-E-R, and the B-A-C-I-L-L, also referring to bacteria. For referring to bacteria, B-A-C-I-L-L usually are related to rod-shaped bacteria, and B-A-C-T-E-R is having a more broad sense. Anything that related to bacteria can use this prefix bacter. Our example for rhabd is rhabdovirus. The suffix virus means virus, and rhabdovirus is any of the rod-shaped virus belonging to the family Rhabdoviridae. Like in this picture, the vesicular stomatitis virus, VSV, belongs to the family of Rhabdoviridae, and also the infamous rabies virus is also belongs to Rhabdoviridae. Let's review what we just learned. When we want to describe things that are rod-shaped, we use three prefixes, B-A-C-I-L-L, B-A-C-T-E-R, and R-H-A-B-D. For describing things that are string or cord-like, we use the prefixes C-H-O-R-D-O, chordal, or F-I-L, or M-I-T. Let's see our example. For C-H-O-R-D-O, our example is Chordata. Chordata is animals having a notochord at some stage of their development. Then they belong to Chordata. Our example for the Chordata is Brachiostoma and Picadia. Both of these organisms are primitive chordatas. However, Brachiostoma are more primitive than Picadia. Our example for FIL is filament. Filament is a fine thread or wire And in anatomy, we usually use filament to refer to a massive thread-like structure. Our example for MIT is mitochondria. Mitochondria is a double membrane bound organelle found in most eukaryotic cells. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of eukaryotic cell. This is a picture of cartilage cell under microscope. However, the reason why mitochondria got its name is because at first, when scientists visualized mitochondria under a light microscope, it either looked like a granule or it looked like a cord. So it is called mitochondria because the prefix MIT means string or cord-like, and the CHONDRI, this part meaning granule. It is referring to its shape under the microscope. Let's review what we've just learned. When we want to describe something that are string or cord-like, we use CHORDO, chordal, or FIL, or MIT. We have finished all the prefixes for this part of Lesson 7. Now let's review what we've learned today. For describing things that are crooked or looped, we use the prefix ancyl, A-N-C-Y-L, ankyl, A-N-K-Y-L, and scolio, S-C-O-L-I-O. When we want to describe things that are rod-shaped, we use three prefixes, B-A-C-I-L-L, and the bacter, B-A-C-T-E-R, and the RHABD. For describing things that are string or cord-like, we also use three prefixes, chordal, C-H-O-R-D-O, F-I-L, and the MIT. Now we finish this part of the lesson. Next time we will still continue with prefixes and the suffixes regarding to shapes. See ya! English for Biology Major is brought to you by TCU's English for Biology Major course team. If you have any questions, don't forget to visit our FB fans page. The website is here, and you can also scan the QR code to reach to our FB fans page. This course is sponsored by Centers for Faculty Development and Instructional Resources of TCU.